Hello, and thank you so much, Holy Venom, to start out the chat with the Cheer 100. I really appreciate that. And you know what? I was really excited too because of you guys doing things like sending me cheers, and helping me get to Twitch affiliate. I finally got my first payout from Twitch. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much, Venom. Shout out to you for the Cheer 100. And thank you so much to everybody that has subbed to my Twitch, that have been watching on Twitch, and that helped me become a Twitch affiliate and helped me get my first payout from Twitch. Okay. It was only $60, but still, okay. It was, or maybe it was, I don't remember. It was around that. But oh no, it was 80. It was $80. Yay. So yes, that was very exciting. And I just want to say thank you again. Thank you again to Holy Venom. My favorite JD Vance, did you say twank you profile pic? And yeah, thank you to every single person that has subbed to my Twitch, that watches on Twitch. Also, same for people who have been subbing on also people who have been subbing to Rumble. Thank you so much. Thank you, people who have been subbing on Rumble too. And if you're watching on YouTube, please watch on Twitch. And yeah, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the 100 cheers. And thank you so much for helping me get my first payout from Twitch, my first $80 payout from Twitch. And yeah, now I'm going to try to become a partner. I became an affiliate. Okay. Became an affiliate. And now I'm on my way to becoming a partner. Thank you so much, Boney, for subcribe to Twitch, become a Twitch member. Thank you so much. Also, shout out to everybody who always supports my work. Please like the stream, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch. Please like the stream, share the stream. And also shout out to every single person who is a member on Ko-Fi, a member on Patreon. Yes, shout out to my patrons, shout out to my Ko-Fi members. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you so much. You're the reason why I can even keep doing this, because as anybody watching right now probably knows, I got demonetized on YouTube. So it has really made me really reliant on Ko-Fi and Patreon. But also shout out to all the people who just give me one-off donations on Venmo and Cash App, because those I just get to keep. They're like tips. I don't, none of the platforms take money from them. They're just like tips that I don't have to give money to the platform. So shout out to everybody who has given me a tip on Venmo, on Cash App, and who also has been a Ko-Fi and a Patreon member. I love you guys. I love you a lot. Thank you so much for making it so that I can do this. All right, so let's get into it. It's thank you. It's Sunday coffee. We're just hanging. We're just chilling. I just made 2 videos that I posted on TikTok and on Twitter and YouTube and stuff, which maybe you guys saw, but if you didn't already see it, we can make fun of it, because Noah Tishby literally posted the most embarrassing video of her pretending to be scared because there were sirens. Yes, love them emojis. Let's get more people. Yes, hello. Let's get more people over to Twitch, though. Oh, thank you, Boney. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, because you're awesome and you're a great mod. Boney, also, guys, shout out to my mods. I don't think Johan is here. Emily is here, but Boney is here. And honestly, I don't know if Old Boney Bird is a woman or a man or non-binary. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Shout out to you. Great mod. You don't have to tell me. I respect people's anonymity. Okay. I'm okay. Okay. All right. So then I can say he if that's fine. Old Boney Bird is a dude. Okay. Well, shout out to you, Old Boney Bird. You're awesome. He, him. Okay. Cool. All right. He, him pronouns. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now the question is, yes, I love the emojis. One of these days, guys, one of these days, I will make an emoji of my dogs. Eventually, one of these days. Okay. But can we please, I don't know, did you guys see my video talking about Noah Tishby? Because if you did, maybe I won't waste time playing it again. But if you didn't, it might be fun. That's okay, Boney. Either way, you're still awesome and you're still a great mod, and we appreciate you here. Chat appreciates you. You have not seen it. Okay, cool. Oh, it's so cringe, you guys. It's so bad. Okay, hold on. Say hello to McMelvin. Oh, are you growling now? You know, Yarman. Why are you growling at me, Hal? Okay, or not. My dog is growling at me. Yarman! Sometimes he just growls at me, and I don't know why. What? And then he'll just like love up on me after. He'll be like, oh, ho, ho. Yarman! Yarman! What's wrong, Yarman? What's wrong, Yarman? Is it a love growl? Okay. Now he's scratching my computer. Canada. Oh yeah, sorry Canada. Shout out. I don't know if any Canadians are in chat, but sorry you guys. I know we're deranged and we're trying to like start shit with you guys, but you know, most of us don't feel this way, okay? I don't really know any Americans that don't like Canadians. Like Canadians are the nicest people. I don't know why we're starting shit with you. Oh my god. Mick Yarvin. Hey, Johan. I was just shouting you out. As one of my mods, great mods. And you, Emily. I just shouted you out too. I shouted out all three of you guys for being great mods. Shouting out you and Johan and Boney for being great mods. So shout out to all of you guys. I was very excited that I got my first payout on Twitch, which was pretty exciting because it was $80. Pretty exciting. So now I'm an affiliate. I'll eventually hopefully become a partner, you know? So, but that was exciting. Because, you know, thank you. Yeah, it was exciting. Because obviously, like, you have to earn money. This is work. Like making content all day, every single day, which I do. I don't even think I go a day without making content. I make it all day, every single day. And it's a lot of work. So to finally get to see like a little bit of a payment for it is really nice, but also so that I can keep doing it. You know what I mean? Because I want to be able to keep doing it. And in order to keep doing it, you have to, like, I don't need to explain this to you guys. You guys know how this works. In order to actually be able to do what I do, to stream, to make content, to be a content creator full time, like, you have to be able to earn money doing that. And every little bit helps. Yes, thank you. Every little bit does help. Thank you. This is a nightmare shit. Did you even say thank you? I don't know who invented that, who came up with the meme, that photo, but it's amazing. So I don't know who did that, but it's amazing. Okay, but it seems like some of you guys did not see the Noah Tishby video. So you guys want to watch it, make fun of it. I made a video about it and I already put it like on YouTube and Twitter and stuff. But if you didn't already see it, we can watch it and make fun of it. Let's see. Because I gotta make some more coffee anyway. Hopefully she didn't block me. Okay, no, it doesn't look like she did. Oh, no, I'm so sorry to hear that, San Pablo. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get it back. This has happened to me before, and it sucks. Usually you can get it back, like, whatever somebody takes your money, or if anybody, like, steals from you or something, you can usually get your bank to reimburse you, but it's such a fucking pain in the ass, and you have to change everything. But I'm sorry to hear that. Also, actually, I'm glad that you brought this up because I've actually been trying to tell people to go away from Instagram for supporting me and go to Ko-fi or Patreon because fuck Meta. I want to talk about how Meta got caught, okay? Dropsite News just did an article talking about how Meta was allowing the Israeli government to moderate their content. My Instagram has been attacked so many times by Zionists, and the fact that it came out, like, proven that the Israeli government had access to moderating content on Instagram is insane, insane. So, San Pablo, obviously, once you're able to get your credit card back, if you wanna still support me, on a monthly basis, which, again, I appreciate so much, I would love for you to cancel it on Instagram and support me on either Ko-fi or Patreon because I don't want anybody giving money to Instagram. I would I would rather everybody move their support over to one of those platforms because um yeah, Instagram is a Zionist show that's letting the Israelis moderate our content, which is so unacceptable. Hey, how's it going? Yes, Dropsite is great. They really are. They're a must. Please don't apologize, San Pablo. I, like, truly appreciate anybody that supports me on a monthly basis or gives me a Venmo or gives me a Cash App, whatever. But, like, I also understand that not everybody can, and that shit like this happens. Like, people's, like, things get hacked. So please don't apologize. I appreciate your support in any capacity. All of you guys supporting me, I appreciate a lot. I am an ex-Meta employee. I used to work in their AI. So can you confirm for me that they are in fact doing this? Like, they totally are doing this. Like, they did the Yes, I saw that, but what pissed me off, Theater, is that they want they wanna have this hearing about Meta bending the knee to China, but they don't wanna talk about the fact that they let the Israeli government moderate their content. Like, it's all skewed. Basically, like, what I'm trying to say is they don't actually care about this. They're just trying to start shit with China. Seriously? Please, yes, yes. Can you DM them to me on Twitter? Or or you can send them to my email at iamblakely@gmail.com. Yes, thank you. And also, I always appreciate when people spell my name right. Thank you. 2 E's. It's Blakely with 2 E's. Yes, please, John, please do send me those screenshots. Oh, yeah, or in Discord. You can put them in Discord too. Actually, that might even be better. If you're not already in the Discord, you should definitely join. Okay, it's I'm Blakely on Discord. And you can also put them on there. You're blocked on Twitter. By who? Me? What's your screen name on Twitter? What's your handle? Also, what's your handle on Twitter? Because also, why would the only time I usually block people is if they are by Twitter. Okay, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Because usually if I block someone on Twitter, um, and I usually don't. Like, it takes like It doesn't say you're blocked. It says that you have an account. Anyway, whatever. Just send it to me on Discord or you can send it to my email. Oh, blocked from accessing Twitter. Yeah, because it says that you have an account, so. Anyway, the point is what I was saying about Meta is that or Congress having those hearings is that those hearings are bullshit because they are just doing this because they want to start shit with China. This isn't about holding Meta accountable. This isn't about holding Mark Zuckerberg accountable. Otherwise, where are the hearings on letting Israel moderate content? No, this isn't about that. They're doing it because they want to gin up shit with China. Oh, I know YouTube sucks when it comes to like links. It doesn't let you put anything in like chat. Anyway. Let's go to this Noah Tishby video. It's so embarrassing and performative. The acting is so bad. Yes, but I also read in that memo or in the article that I read from Dropsite News, they said they also had ex-IOF officers and Israeli intelligence officers working on their content safety. Yeah, you can send it to the Discord, John, or you can, again, my email's iamblakely@gmail.com if you want to send the screenshots there too. This doesn't surprise me that it's completely anti-Palestinian, anti-Russian, but I love how we pretend that we don't have deranged propaganda that yes, thank you. Watch on Twitch, folks. Watch on. How do we have all these people on YouTube and no one on Twitch? Leave YouTube. Leave YouTube. Go to Twitch. Because the thing is too is that it's like we're the ones who pretend to be like a free country. We're like, oh, we're so free, like we tolerate dissent and blah 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 blah. The Chinese Communist Party is full of propaganda and they're not free and this and that. But it's like, I'm sorry, we're not. We're literally not. We have like fucking Mossad agents like moderating content. Thank you, Beast Llama. Yes, I am happy. You know what would make me even happier? If you picked a funny profile picture, okay? I don't like these egg profile pictures. I like when you guys pick funny. I like when you guys pick funny profile pictures like Venom has with JD Vance's twanky face. So you could get people to join Twitch. Thank you, Rotterdamer. And I would like for you to have a fun profile picture too. Come on, this is the best profile picture. Calling to stop genocide against you send word. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is honestly it really does fuck with you. At least it fucks with me. Knowing that we live in a country where you will get demonetized, demonized, deplatformed, harassed, threatened for being opposed to genocide. And you'll get promoted if you defend the deranged genocide. Like, this is like the level of insanity that we are living within this country and in this society where, like, demonizing and defending genocide gets you a promotion while speaking out against it and being on against apartheid and against this vicious treatment of the Palestinians gets you in trouble. Like, it's just so insane. That's why I'm still looking for a lawyer. I still want to sue YouTube, you guys. So I did everything I can outside of that. Okay. Yes, I am on Rumble. We're going to be doing the last hour on here on Rumble. So if you are not already following me on Rumble, please do, because we're doing the last hour on Rumble. The last hour on Rumble. Okay. It's the first couple hours and then, oh, that too. Thank you. This is a good reminder. If you have an Amazon Prime account already, you can use that to sub to Twitch for like no extra money. Like, you can use it to sub to my channel on Twitch and it doesn't cost you anything because you already have Amazon. Yes. Thank you. So yeah, if you're not already subbed to Rumble, please do. We do the last hour on Rumble exclusively because it's less censored. But yeah, with that being said too, I'm also like still looking to sue YouTube. So if you guys know any lawyers who work in digital rights and are willing to do it on a pro bono or a contingency basis, send them my way, because I've already done everything else that I could. I reached out to a bunch of like the digital rights organizations, and that 7 Salem or whatever their organization's name is, they still have not gotten back to me, which is crazy. That's 7 AMLA, I think maybe their name is. I've reached out to them multiple times. They still haven't gotten back to me. Some organizations said that they don't work with digital rights, said that they don't have the capacity or whatever. But also I filed an FTC complaint against them. Good luck, oh Bony Bird. Have a good flight. Be safe. And if you're reading this, yes, go to Twitch. Thank you. And thank you, old Bony Bird, as usual, for being an excellent mod. Shout out to you. And so I already filed an FTC complaint against them, and you actually can file an FTC complaint against them too on their website. The new FTC person, I'm forgetting his name right now, but he actually put on his Twitter that they were going to be doing investigations into big tech and big tech censorship of people. And so you can file an FTC complaint against them. So I did, and their website is still open until May. I think it's May 31st. You have until May 31st if you want to either file a complaint against them or leave a public comment about their censorship. You have until May 31st. So I'm encouraging everybody to do that. All right, let's watch this. Yes. Let's see. X. Shit, what is his name? FTC. It's like Andrew something. Oh, Andrew Ferguson. Okay. How come you can't search somebody's individual tweets on the computer? Like, you can do it on the phone, but I don't see a way to do it on the computer. Here it is. Let me just share this with you guys really quick because I think it's important. No, and I ignore the haters, okay? I'm not taking people's bad attitudes about this. So Andrew Ferguson, who is the new FTC chair, wrote, "Big tech censorship is not just un-American, it's potentially illegal. The FTC wants your help," okay? So they're talking to us. They're talking to us, okay? He said the FTC wants your help to investigate these potential violations of the law. We are asking for public submissions from anyone who has been a victim of tech censorship, which includes, he says, public submissions for anybody that has been a victim of big tech censorship. That includes banning, demonetization, shadow banning, etc. From employees. If you're an employee from a big tech platform or from anyone else who can shed light on these practices in ways that may violate the law. So is John still in chat? The guy who was telling me about Meta? Because John, if you're still in chat, I hope that you filed an FTC complaint against Meta. Is John still in chat? Do we still have John in chat? Because if you're still in chat, John, we need to get you filing this FTC complaint, okay? It can't just be complaining on social media, folks. We got to take action. Then he wrote, in the link below, you'll find a series of questions about big tech platform censorship policies. The process is simple. You may also attach pictures of documents so we can better understand what happened. You can submit comment. See, this part too is for anyone, even if you haven't been censored personally, but you've seen it. It says, you can also submit comments anonymously under your name, but comments will be made public. If you would like to file a private report, and then he gives the link. No later than, May 21st. Okay, May 21st. Look forward from hearing from you. So basically, what this makes clear. So basically, what this makes clear is that not only are they asking for people who have been victims of big tech censorship to submit complaints, he's also saying that you can leave a public comment up until May 21st, even if you haven't personally been a victim, but you've experienced it or you've witnessed it. Oh, I already did. I submitted a complaint and a public comment, and I encourage everybody to do so. I put it in the Discord a while back. But you know what? I'm going to put it in chat again because I am going to encourage everybody to file a complaint, or if you don't have a personal complaint to file against them, but you want to make a public comment, if you want to make a public comment on behalf of what's happening. Where is it? This might not be the right one. Maybe this is the link. Yes, this is the link. Okay, I'm putting this link, you guys, in chat because this is the link that allows you to put a public comment. Let me... So it's not, again, it's just one more time. It's not just for people who have, this is the link. It's not just for people who have been victims of big tech censorship like I have from YouTube, but you can also leave a public comment. So whether you're the guy that, all comments on this docket, so far there's 2,000. Wow. Yeah, so again, I'm encouraging everybody to leave a comment. Again, you don't have to just file a report if you are the victim of big tech censorship like I have been on YouTube. You can also leave public comments just about the censorship you've witnessed. like that John guy was talking about with Meta, and in my case with YouTube. Yes, I did put it in chat, Linda. Or wait, was that Linda? Liza, sorry. I'll put it in one more time. This is the link in chat. So yeah, definitely go and at least, at the very least, leave a public comment. Like, I think that would be really good. Because these people need to get held accountable. I want to see hearings on this. They love to do the quote unquote big tech censorship hearing bullshit, but they never actually do it on people who are suppressing pro-Palestine speech. They never do it on wait a second. Huh. Okay, sorry. I just lost my train of thought. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because they need to be held accountable. I want to see hearings on this. They love to do we're going to do hearings on big tech, but it never actually happens. Oh, this is Emily? Yeah, sure. I forgot how to do it. How do I do it again? Hold on. How to make someone a mod on YouTube. All right, YouTube Studio. What? All right. What does it say? Settings. All right, done. It should be working now. Thank you. I just did. Okay. Yeah. Now it has the little thingy on it. I saw somebody say you should make everybody a moderator like Letterhack does. I love Letterhack. He's great, but I wouldn't want to do that because I can't confirm who's doing it. And I don't want like trolls or Zionists being able to come in and be moderators and then take content down or delete people. Like, I just don't like that. Yeah, exactly. That's why so much of their hearings are so stupid. They're so stupid because they never actually address the actual censorship. Where are the hearings on the censorship of the pro-Palestine speech? Okay. Where's the hearings on that? I want hearings on the pro-Palestine speech being suppressed. Thank you, Johan. Yes, you can support me by either donating to Venmo or Cash App as a tip, or you can support me monthly by becoming a member on Ko-Fi or Patreon. Thank you. Now let's make fun of this Noah Tishby video. So this is her with really bad acting. Okay. Yes, thank you. So this is bad acting Noah Tishby pretending to be under duress, okay? And going into because she heard sirens, okay? It's amazing. It really is.
I just got a siren in the middle of the street. Just running and look for shelter. This is Israel for you.
That is so great. Running in, I'm just running in looking for shelter. This is Israel for you. Yes, thank you. This is Israel for you. Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. First of all, she goes looking for shelter. It's just a siren, bro. Calm down. It's just a siren, bro. You're fine. Calm down. Your bag is fine. Your big nice watch is fine. Literally, it's like, and also I love how you can tell she's more concerned with making sure she looks good for the camera than she is scared. So let me get this straight, Santa. You're so scared, okay? You're so scared and you're looking for shelter, but you have time to make sure that you look nice for the camera and your hair's fixed. Because look at how when she sits down, she like fixes her hair. It's like her priority.
מדרגות, אבל אין לנו איך להיכנס. You can't get into the building.
I think I scared my dogs with the fake running.
I'm trying to get into the building. Oh, great.
Okay. It's like fake buzzing. It's like fake buzzing. She's like, I can't get into the building. And then they buzz. They're like, ma'am, your pizza is here. And she's like, oh, great. It's so ridiculous.
I just got a siren in the middle of the street.
Hold on, sorry, I gotta let my dog out. I'll let it play one more time.
Just running and look for shelter. This is Israel for you. בואי נלך לפה, אני תקוד. בואי. שנייה. You can't get into the building. You can't get into the building, so just מדרגות, אבל אין לנו איך להיכנס.
How do you have time to be that like focused? I just want to know. I know. I love that too. She wants to make sure you see her nice watch. She's like, ah. It's like so embarrassing. True. Literally. If it is so scary, go back to America. For real. Exactly. It reminds me of when Bari Weiss was like, do you guys remember when Bari Weiss was pretending to be in danger because of the sirens? Oh, that was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Let's see if we can find. I need to make more coffee, but let's see if we can find that gem. Bari Weiss sirens. Yes! An American, Bari Weiss, an American who could just go home, okay? Could just go home, wants to be like, oh my gosh, you guys, this is so scary. The sirens. And then it's just like squatting in between. What are these things called? What are these concrete things called? She's just squatting in between it, but has time to get it recorded. They always have time to get it recorded and perfectly angled. Lol. First of all, I like how she's acting all distressed, like she's really in danger. This is so embarrassing. Correct. She put a kill target on his back. I know. The jacket. Yes. Okay, but I love this though. I love how she's like pretending like she's all distressed. She's all distressed. She's like, oh, really? In your little fake, like Marlon Brando leather jacket. This is so embarrassing. And also, what is this doing? What is this doing? Somebody explain how this protects you by sitting in between concrete barriers. Oh, posing for the camera. They're always posing. And then this guy taking a selfie. I love that. Do you catch this guy getting a selfie? He's like, say cheese. What? There's nothing there. Oh no, the sky. Seriously. Perfect. Literally nothing is happening. This is the terror. This is the terror. And her caption is so embarrassing. She's like, oh no, where'd it go? What happens when the sirens sound in Tel Aviv? This is the highway right at the airport. Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. No, it really is a joke. It really is a joke. Did you guys ever see the video I made in response to this? I'm sure you have. I'm sure most of you have. The video that I made about Bari Weiss in response to this little puppet show she did. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, if some people may not have seen it. It was like now. I know. Okay, I'll play it. I'll play it. Yes, that is the poop position. But most people might have seen it, but if you haven't, I'll play it again. Because I did make a response to it. Yeah, this is from last year. This was from last year. I made a response to it. I'm coming, how? Yeah, it was from January 29th, 2024. Okay. I didn't see it. All right, I'll show it to you guys because I did. I made a so she posted that video on Twitter, like a goob, last year in January, and then shortly after, like right after, like a day later or something, I made a response video to it. So yeah, I'll play it. I don't remember. Here we go. Yeah, it was like 2 days later.
And I heard the sirens. Can you?
All right. I know everybody is just going about their business. It's amazing. All right, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play mine while I heat up my water for my coffee.
We just got off from the airport, and I heard the sirens. Can you hear them? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is terrifying. We have to find some place to hide right after I get coffee. I've got a few more errands to run, but when I'm done, I'm going to go back to squatting in that building to be safe, because after all, squatting on other people's property is what we do. You've got to hide behind cars in Tel Aviv until the threats stop. Imagine you had to live every single one of your days like this, in terror. Some people ask me how I do it, how I stay so strong. I'm a journalist. I run a propaganda rag with the Orwellian name Free Press. Okay, I gotta hide again. All right. Being a colonizer is not for the faint of heart. I should have gotten a blowout. Do you guys hear that? Do you see? Do you see all the rockets? Just trust me, bro. Okay, I'm gonna hide behind here. How does this look? Okay, are you ready for the, do you got the camera angle right? Okay, hey, how about this? How about this? Do I look like a damsel in distress? This is literally what we have to deal with day in and day out. I'm still waiting for it to get safe again, but I figure while I would grab my husband some almond milk. He's lactose intolerant. Ready for the interview? Just don't ask me about Rafah Aliir. You keep saying the Palestinians have it worse. Oh yeah? Can they do this?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I use I always like and appreciate when other people who watch my videos will notice my subtle things that I put in. I like that. Not everybody noticed that I use the Christmas bells as the sirens. Good boy. Oh, are you saying you saw that first? Is that how you found me? Thank you. Yes. Thank you. I do believe that. I think that is why they hate me. Why else? Why else are they so fucking deranged? It's because it's the constant victim complex, the constant deranged victim complex, having to be a victim at all times. And people perpetuate that. People perpetuate it on their behalf. Oh my gosh, did you guys see this? Douglas Murray, somebody posted a clip of Douglas Murray just like contradicting himself. Well, before I play it, let me just ask everybody. Because they're all propagandists. They're all paid propagandists. That's why. Thank you. Yeah, he did eventually block me. So I can't even see his videos anymore. He kept being like, I'm so cool, and blah, 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 don't put up with shit. I bully the bullies, motherfucker, and fucking. And then he eventually did block me. But he's such a loser. Okay, but get this, you guys. Michael Rappaport is such a loser that he will unblock me to like check on me and then block me again. How do I know this? Because every once in a while, I will see his name come up and on Twitter, and I'll go to his Twitter and I'm not blocked again. And then like a day later, I'll go back to his Twitter and I'm blocked again. So he's legit like checking on me. Yes, thank you for doing that. I love that. That, especially because he blocked me, I absolutely love when people troll him by taking my old clips of him or my clips of him from last year and putting them on his post. It's so funny. It's so funny. That's probably, honestly, Saul, that's probably why he blocked you, because he got so triggered that you like posted one of my videos because he was so triggered, because he kept being like, I just bully the bullies back. But I refused to block him because I wanted to keep trolling him. And then eventually he did block me. Smith did a great job. Yeah, I personally did not think he did a really great job, but I mean, he certainly did better than Douglas Murray because he wasn't genocidal and psychotic the way Douglas Murray is. But hey, Harpy, how's it going? But more like D. When was the last time he actually had an acting job, bro? LOL. I didn't know this. That's really funny. She was, yeah, she honestly, she really does give grifter vibes of like, oh, the Zionists said that they would pay me a lot of money, so I'm willing to do it. Elika Laban, yeah, she's a propagandist. She's a Zionist, and now she is. Anyway, Douglas Murray is a clown, okay? And I personally don't think that Dave Smith did a great job, because I thought that even though, of course, he's on the right side of this issue, I thought he did a very poor job pushing back on the deranged atrocity propaganda hoaxes that Douglas Murray was pushing. He didn't push back on that at all. He ceded saying that Hamas was a death cult. He ceded saying that that it was about the annihilation of the Israeli regime and about the annihilation of Jews, which is a totally made up lie that he should have pushed back on, that he didn't. Because everybody should always remind anybody, if they're having this argument, that there would be no Hamas if not for the occupation. The only reason why Hamas exists in the first place is because of the occupation of the Palestinians. But he didn't say that. And then he also didn't push back at all on him pushing their mass atrocity propaganda hoaxes, their mass rape hoaxes, like all of that shit that has already been debunked. Like, it already got debunked. It got debunked like within the last year with multiple articles, including places like the UN. But he just ceded that point to him. With that being said, though, okay, that's actually a good point. They call anyone a death cult. Yeah, that's true too. With that being said, though, with those criticisms of Dave Smith aside, Douglas Murray is totally deranged. And one of the funny parts of the documentary of the debate was Douglas Murray's pathetic appeal to authority. Like, for those of you who didn't see it, and yes, I watched the whole thing. I suffered through the whole thing because I wanted to obviously comment on it. He basically spent the first 20 minutes of the debate appealing to authority and whining that Joe Rogan didn't have enough Zionist guests and did the trust the experts routine. That would be a cool punk band name. Death Cult for Putin. That's so funny. That's a really good point, Emily. And yes, it's Christian Zionists who think that. And yes, that's a good point. They are a death cult because yes, there are a lot of Christian Zionists, evangelicals specifically, that think that the only reason why they support the Israeli regime is because they think it's going to bring about Armageddon. Like literally. So he did the trust the experts routine. And basically he whined and cried that Joe Rogan had not enough Zionist guests on, as if he hasn't had a ton of Zionists. He's had a ton of fucking Zionists on. So he's whining and crying about that. Then he's doing the trust the experts routine. And wait, somebody just said, but Hamas aren't progressive. Who said they were progressive? Who said they were progressive? Or they wouldn't allow LGBTQ people. Okay. Who said they were progressive? I never said they were progressive. I also never said that they were queer or pro LGBTQ. What I don't get hung up on is that's not the point. That's literally not the point. The point is they would not exist but for the Israeli occupation. It's like when people say about Palestinians in general, oh, well, Palestinians are mostly Muslim and they don't support LGBTQ rights. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. Bye, Donald. See you later. I don't care because that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about human rights and human dignity. Palestinians, okay, let me just make this clear for everybody too. Palestinians have a right to have their religion, whatever that may be, whether they're atheists or Christians or Muslim. And just because I don't agree with maybe some Palestinian stance on LGBTQ plus rights, so because we don't agree with them on that, it means we get to kill them? This is insanity. No, I don't care if they don't agree with me. They have a right to be alive and to live. Palestinians have a right to be alive and live, regardless of what their religion is. Like, this is crazy. Yes, I know. Me too. Every day. At least once a day. I get that. Why don't you go to Gaza? Exactly. And I don't even think a lot of what they say about how Palestinians feel about queer people is even true. But even if it were, even if the Palestinians saw one of my videos and was like, ew, look at that queer person in America with a mullet, I'd love to throw them off a roof. I don't care. I don't like it. Would not change my support for their liberation one bit. Not one. Because how they feel about queer people doesn't change the fact that they're human beings that deserve rights, human rights, and deserve not to be genocided. Like, to me, this is not complicated. Okay. Anyway, I want to watch this Douglas Murray thing because it's funny. Okay. And oh, by the way, a lot of people who are genocidal will try to appeal to Westerners by doing that routine. Okay. That's what they do. That is what they do. They try to appeal to Westerners like me by being like, oh, well, they're not liberal like you guys. Not everybody has to be like us. A lot of countries aren't like us. A lot of countries have different ways that they feel about things, different values, different religions, different cultures. That doesn't mean you get, and I don't agree with a lot of them. It doesn't mean you get to genocide them. to me, it goes back to the principle that, or not principle, but the thing of where like people want Palestinians to be perfect victims. They have to be perfect victims. So anyway, Douglas Murray is a clown, and he basically spent all this time like complaining and whining that Joe Rogan wasn't having enough Zionists on his show. And then he starts saying that Dave Smith shouldn't be defending the Palestinians getting slaughtered because Dave Smith has not been to Gaza. And I would also like to point out before we watch this how clownish it is that he said that. And all the clowns that are defending him saying that, going, ha, what a gotcha he did. What a gotcha Douglas Murray did. Douglas Murray really got him by saying you haven't even been to Gaza, as if you can go to Gaza. You can't just go to Gaza. They don't allow foreigners in. They don't allow anyone in because they don't want people seeing the genocide. They don't allow British correspondents in, American correspondents in. They don't allow any of the foreign press in. So how do you expect them to get in to see it? Douglas Murray got into Gaza so he could do a photo shoot on where Sinwar was killed, but he did that with the protection of the IOF. The IOF brought him in like he was a prince with full protection and dressed him up in his little costume so he could cosplay real journalists and do a photo shoot in Gaza. That's not learning the terrain. That's not knowing what's happening there because you went there with a propaganda army to go do a photo shoot. Okay. But here's him. And by the way, it's great because here's him contradicting himself because when it came to COVID and stuff, the right wing loves to be like, fuck the experts. But then when it comes to the genocide in Gaza, now all of a sudden it's, well, fuck the experts we don't agree with. If the experts are saying it's genocide, well, they're Hamas. But now it's, oh, no, this is great, appeal to authority. So it's fuck the experts, except for when we like the experts, then it's trust the experts. It's whatever I want it to be. So anyway, the point is somebody put together this montage that is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. It's him just contradicting himself. Enjoy.
You should at least do the courtesy. Have you been to the crossing point?
I really resent that form of.
I can't stand his voice. I really can't stand his voice. And I generally really like British people's accents. Like I generally really like the way British people talk, but I can't stand his voice. He really does remind me of like somebody who would play the voice of one of the villains or bad guys in 101 Dalmatians. That's what I think of when I see him or hear him.
Of argumentation.
When were you last there at all?
Sure. I really resent it.
You should at least do the courtesy of visiting it.
This is not an attractive invitation.
I think it's a good idea to see stuff, particularly if you spend a career talking about something.
I have the right to talk about whatever the hell I want.
Law.
And no one's going to stop me or try to intimidate me. And I think that if I said to somebody else the other way around, it would be equally reprehensible.
I have a journalistic rule of trying never to talk about a country, even in passing, unless I've at least been there.
If I said, shut up, you have no right to criticize anything that Douglas Murray.
Also, journalist Lamau. He's not a journalist. He's a fucking Islamophobic propagandist. Journalist. He literally wrote a book about how neoconservatism was good.
Says because
hang on, you're talking about crossing points. And not only have you never been to a crossing point in either Egypt or in Israel, but you've never even been to the region.
Okay. It's not an exact comparison, but seriously, is that a reasonable form of argument? No. In that case, nobody can talk about anything. We might as well pack up, go home, and isolate ourselves.
If you're insisting that you're an expert of some kind, or not claiming you're an expert, but still talking about it, if you've never seen any of this going on.
I mean, there are some people who've written about there are people who've written about the Holocaust who didn't experience the Holocaust and have written about it better than people who did.
But that is a different matter from spending an awfully long amount of time talking about an issue in a region you haven't even had the courtesy to visit whilst developing all of these views about it.
This idea that the lived experience has to triumph over everything else is not always correct.
should at least know what it is, what the territory is, what the situation is in the region.
That's
There's an irony to
amazing.
this, but let's skate over the irony.
That's amazing. Shout out to whoever made that montage. Sometimes I wonder how people do that, like where they go to find all the clips, like when somebody will make like a really good montage. Because even if I could remember all the clips that I would want to put in a montage, I wouldn't know always how to get them. Like even if I could remember, like, oh, I remember this clip said this and this clip said that. I wouldn't even like, even if I could remember like a montage, like, oh, like this clip said this and this clip said that, and I want to put it in there. I don't think I would remember like how to put all of them in, or like where to find them, I mean. No, somebody clipped it together to show that like what a fucking hypocrite he is, how full of shit he is, that it's all, you can't talk about something unless you've been there. You haven't even been there. At least have the courtesy to go and visit. But then like he's also like criticizing people for saying that they have to have a lived experience in order to go somewhere, and being like, oh, not everybody has to have a lived experience in order to go somewhere. Yeah, a lot of people who talk about the Holocaust, study the Holocaust, write books about the Holocaust have never been there, or not been there, like it's a place, but they weren't alive when it happened, right? So they're relying on reading and source material and other people's, like, you know, reporting, historical evidence. They're relying on all of those things in order to talk about it. Like, he's so embarrassing. He's so embarrassing. He's such a fucking loser. Did you even say, whoa? Him and his human shield. It's just so cringe. The way they like worship Trump, it's so cringe. Somebody was like, oh my gosh, it's so cringe with Ted Cruz. Somebody was like, oh, it was Tim Pool. Tim Pool was like, I thought everybody was upset with the tariffs about people cheering Trump coming into the UFC. It's like, yeah, you're right. Trump's going to get booed at the UFC where everybody who's there is literally a right winger who already supports him. Like, what kind of stupid ass shit is that? See, more of this. There's a lot of insane, like deranged China fear mongering happening right now. And I really need people to resist it, understand it, see it, and resist it, because it's actually crazy. Like, they did the same thing, obviously, with TikTok. When during the TikTok ban, they did the same thing with the TikTok ban, where they were trying to like do so much deranged fear mongering around China. But I just need people to be aware of what they're doing and reject it, because all of this insane fear mongering about China that they're all trying to do is because they're trying to start a conflict with China. That's why all the MAGA influencers who always will like tweet in unison, like the MAGA influencers get their instructions. Okay. They get their instructions. And then after they get their instructions, they all tweet in unison. So now they're all going after China because they want to have a conflict with China, just like they all defend the deranged things that are said about Iran because they want to go to war with Iran. So just keep that in mind. Tim Pool, Kim Iverson. Oh, yeah, I watched that the other day on stream. We watched that. That was so funny. That was so funny. He's so fucking embarrassing. I actually think she had another video that we didn't watch on stream because she did it after my stream was over. What was it? Let me see if I can find it. That was funny. He's such a loser. It might have been this one because we watched this one. We watched the one where he talked about the secret meeting.
Today, where I criticized him having a secret Chatham House.
Did we watch this
Back
one?
at the segment I did yesterday where I criticized him having a...
I don't think we watched this one. I'm pretty sure I watched it on my own. Yeah, we have 21 in Twitch. Thank you guys. Thank you all of you who are in Twitch rather than YouTube. Totally. I don't think though that we watched this one though.
Secret Chatham House rules meeting with Netanyahu and other Israeli senior officials.
It's so insane that this little fraud, this little balding, he's not even balding, he's totally bald, that this little bald dork pretends to be independent media and then is having sexy secret meetings with Netanyahu. Like, totally insane.
I want to play for you a little bit of the video that he did. He put out numerous tweets. In fact, here was one of the longest tweets that he put out, plus subsequent tweets after this one. In fact, he called me a lot of names. So in this tweet right here, he says, this is a grift. Kim is framing everything as inherently wrong. He says, Kim is twisting everything to fit a boogeyman narrative. Several of the people there posted photos before and during the event, yet she says no one else admitted to the meeting. She also said Chatham House rules is not for journalists, which is 100% about journalists. Who else is going to attribute quotes to someone in a publication? He then went on to say, I'm sure she'll be shocked to discover that I met in private with Trump, members of Congress, CEOs, in fact, even former Soviet generals, gang leaders, revolutionaries, all secretly, apparently, and in private. He then did a 42-minute video. So he's on a tear with this. So he has responded. He's not only tweeted this, he's also tweeted other things like this one here, calling me the name at the bottom there. Imagine if you did like a single Google search for the pronunciation. He makes fun of yesterday I was saying Chatham House rules. Apparently it's Chatham. Sorry, I'm not part of the DC swamp. And I also am from the West Coast, not the East Coast. So this is a totally unfamiliar word to me. He'll say, well, that's because you're not a real journalist. That's why you don't.
Oh, maybe we did see this one already because I remember her saying that.
Know this word. Well, or how about real journalists don't agree to Chatham House rules? In fact, only journalists that show up to meetings like the Bilderberg Group agree to this type of stuff. It's sinister. It's propagandizing. It's meant for elites. And, most people don't do it or know about it. So that's fine. I don't care. But Chatham, in order to make him happy. So he stops criticizing that. So he says, oh, shit, I tweeted literally after the meeting happened. And an hour after Jessica Krause posted a photo of me there with several people. Right. So he's saying, ooh, Kim, you got me. It was so secret, but it wasn't secret. So what are you over here complaining about? I'm not complaining about the fact we know about the meeting. I didn't uncover the meeting and I didn't put it out there for my...
Yes, I am streaming on Rumble today. I am going to start streaming at the 2-hour mark. So the last hour, basically, what happens is I do the first... Although this is going to be changing soon. I'm going to start doing Rumble like fully through. But right now, how I have been doing it is that I do the first part of the stream on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch. And then I close that and do the last part of the stream on Rumble. But I am going to start soon doing Rumble the entire time too. I just haven't because StreamYard, which is the software that I use, it only allows, my plan at least, only allows 3. Like you can only, the plan that I have on StreamYard only allows up to 3. So I can't do them all at the same time. Yeah, that's why. All right, but we don't have to watch this whole thing. I just want to watch the part where she quotes him again, or where he's. Yes.
If you quote me on this, I will be impeached. I will be fired. I will be strung up by the board. Our shares will collapse. But these are things that you should know.
That's not exactly quite true. That would be more like sitting down with an anonymous source and saying, again, a senior level leader or somebody with inside information or somebody close to Trump. We see that every day in the news. Chatham House rules is very different. That means come to the meeting, hear what we have to say, but act like it never happened. It just so happened Tim was not able to act like it never happened because Jessica Cross started taking a bunch of photographs and the word was already out there because the other people in the meeting, also not DC insider elites, they didn't know about Chatham House rules.
And so they actually took our phones because they said, we want to just talk however we want to talk.
Okay, so remember that he said they actually took our phones, okay? Because he then says this, no cameras, no transcripts, just a government, a message, and a room full of people who control what millions of Americans see online.
Wrong. There were many cameras.
Wrong.
Like I mentioned, Jessica was taking pictures. They're on her Instagram. She posted a bunch. And then I was like, I look, we're in the Blair House and they said it's Chatham House rules. And I'm not trying to be mean, Jessica. She's walking around filming and I just was like,
oh, you couldn't find it on Rumble? That's crazy. Oh, well, if you're not already following me on Rumble, make sure you do follow me. What does Rumble do better? It's about audience. No, it's because Rumble, well, 2 things with Rumble. One, there is a lot less censorship on Rumble. So you can pretty much say whatever you want and you're not going to get in trouble. There's not going to be like the type of censorship that there is on other platforms. So that's the first part. The second part is that on Rumble, if people want to, they can send super chats or the equivalent of super chats, like on it's like a donation. On Rumble, they're called Rumble rants with your comment, where people send a comment and they send it with the donation. People can't do that now on YouTube for me because I got permanently demonetized by YouTube for total bullshit reasons. Like we talked about this earlier already. Total bullshit reasons. They attacked me. They went after my channel because I talked about Palestine and permanently demonetized me over one video over a warning. Totally bullshit. And so now people used to send me super chats during the live streams on YouTube, but they can't do that anymore since they permanently demonetized me. Which is, once again, total horseshit, total bullshit, total attack, big tech censorship, big tech assault. I hope they get investigated by the FTC. I hope a lawyer eventually comes across my content and agrees to represent me on a contingency basis because I want to sue them. Yeah, so that's why. Because people can't become subscribing members. They can't send super chats. Like, I can't make any money off of YouTube because of that attack by them. So that's also why Rumble, because people, if they want to donate to me, they can donate to me through Rumble. And like I said, again, Rumble is a lot less censored than YouTube. So thank you, Harpy. I appreciate that. But yeah, as of right then, I don't get paid by YouTube at all since they demonetized me. Total scam, total bullshit, total assault on our creator expression. Yeah, Ethan Decline is a clown. I know, that's why it's such a joke. They literally allow some of the fucking worst people to be monetized on their platform, and people who break the community guidelines constantly, like literally constantly. How many times has Destiny broken the community guidelines? He's still monetized. It's total horseshit. It's totally unfair. It was a total attack on me because I talked about Palestine. Do I get paid by TikTok? Yes. Yes. If you actually, yes, if you would, if you want to, it would be great if you did watch my videos over there. Cause yes, I do. So yes, thank you for saying that. Definitely follow me on TikTok if you're not already following me. Exactly. They hired an IOF operative on their team in December. And by the way, I got demonetized in January, the day before Trump took office. Coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. This was a Zionist attack. And as Dropsite News reported, Meta's letting the Israeli regime fucking moderate their content. So how do we know YouTube's not doing the same? Okay. If they hire IOF operatives on their safety team, who do you think's doing that? Who do you think's doing that? Obviously. Obviously. The TikTok link on your Twitch page doesn't work? What? What? Crazy. You're right. What? Do any of them? Oh yeah, the Twitter one does. Does the Instagram? Nope, the Instagram one doesn't work either. What a joke. All right, let me make a note of that. I'll have to fix that later. Thank you, Emily, for bringing that to my attention, for flagging that. Another way, folks, who can support me is by becoming a member, a subscriber through Twitch, where if you have Prime already, you don't have to pay for it. Because if you already have Prime, you can just use your Prime account to sub to Twitch. And also, of course, if you want to support my work, you can just send me Venmos or Cash Apps too, which actually is low-key the best because they don't take any. Even when I got Super Chats on YouTube, which I like being able to get because it helps the like algorithm, and I like being able to see the comments in real time when people would donate and get to like respond to the comments. And it does affect the algorithm because my traffic on YouTube has significantly decreased since they demonetized me. But even so, YouTube takes a lot of money from when they were like, even when I was able to get Super Chats, they would take 30% of it. And on like with like Venmo and stuff, they don't do that. First of all, that's a really funny profile picture. That I love. That's why I tell you guys, don't just have the little egg profile. I like when you guys have profile pictures on Twitch, especially when they're funny like this. TikTok is Hamas. The account is still there. It's just missing the at. Yeah, I gotta write that down. Hold on. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jessica. I just saw that. Jessica just sent me a Venmo donation. Shout out to you, Jessica. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Somebody also sent me a Cash App donation. Shout out to you, Ronald. Thank you so much. Man. Okay. Check links on Twitch. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay. Guys, I think that this person in chat, H-Fran, is a Zionist op. Because why are they coming in here and asking? Hamas isn't progressive. Who said they were progressive? So why are they being supported? Why are you supporting them? They're trying to get people in chat to say they support Hamas to get them in trouble. Don't engage with this person. This person's an op, okay? I see what's happening. In fact, I'm kicking them out, okay? None of this op shit. I believe. I stopped super chatting when they temporarily banned the electron. That's ridiculous. Also, I don't think that the electronic intifada is monetized either on YouTube, because I went to go send them a super chat one time and there wasn't an option to. So I actually think that they demonetized them too. Yeah, so that's the reason why that was also the reason why I started using Rumble too, so that if people wanted to send me super chats that can't anymore on YouTube, they could do it either on Rumble by sending Rumble rants, or you can also send money through cheers and bits on Twitch if you want to do it through the platform, because some people do prefer to do it through the platform. So if you do, then you can do that on Rumble or on Twitch. But yeah, YouTube needs to get sued. Like, seriously. I want hearings. I want hearings on Capitol Hill. I want their asses dragged in front of Capitol Hill and ask why they're suppressing all these people while they let people like Ethan Decline and fucking Destiny stay monetized. Oh, they didn't? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but it's still crazy that they would have got banned. They're literally journalists. Like, they're literally journalists. This is crazy. Within a year, we will annihilate everyone. This is literally genocidal. This is actually fucking insane. This is insane, you guys. This is actually insane. They're literally cheering the annihilation of the Palestinians. What do you think the word annihilate means? Wipe off the earth. That's literally genocidal. This is insane. This is insane. You're teaching. And also, this is once again an example of every accusation is a confession, because they love to attack Palestinians and say they teach their kids to be hateful. They teach their kids to be hateful. What is this? What is this? You're teaching your kids to literally sing about annihilating Palestinians. You're actually teaching your children to sing about the annihilation of the Palestinians. What do you call that? Sounds like teaching your kids hate to me. Exactly. When will Israelis start loving their kids more than they hate the Muslims? Exactly. But this is so insane. And it's really funny how calculated it is that they never show this in Western media. You know what I mean? Like, how amazing is that? How amazing is it that, like, what you'll see is they will never show stuff like this in Western media. They don't want the West to see this insane, deranged hate. And then they're like, we'll return to our homes. I'm sorry. I thought you guys remember when they said, remember how the Zionists kept saying, we're not trying to take Gaza. Remember how they're like, we don't want Gaza. We left Gaza. We're not trying to take Gaza. We're not trying to take Gaza. We're not trying to take Gaza. We left Gaza. Really? Then why are you having children sing that you're going to return to your homes? Why are you having children sing that you're going to return to your homes after you annihilate the Palestinians? What is this insanity? This is literally genocidal. Literally. We'll plow our field or and we'll remember everyone to the end of the year. We will never let our hearts love. This is great. We'll return into memorial. He's now run out of words. Their soul still cries out. Their soul not only sings, they are still also close. One people of heaven will be made particular whole. You mean still another people? We won't be silent in this other world. How today we destroy our enemies. And we will remember everyone. Geez, how long is this? Okay, that's enough of that. This is fucking deranged. Like, actually deranged. This is literally genocidal. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Emily. The pretty and the pure, it's giving eugenics vibes. No, for real, though. For real. I mean, honestly, what else do you say to something like that? This isn't defense. They're openly singing about wanting to annihilate another population. You call that defense? Like, genuinely, that's what you're calling defense. Explain. Yeah, it's really horrifying because what's so scary about it and like really horrifying about it is that there is nothing in here that is like, oh, we're just like, concerned about our defense. This isn't about defense. They're openly singing and bragging and being all cutesy using children to sing about the annihilation, the wiping out, the genocide of the Palestinians. It's fucking sick. So going back to that guy's tweet, who's getting all butthurt that other guy's saying that you should boycott all things Israeli. You should boycott going there. You should boycott eating their food. You should boycott all of it. Why are you crying? Why are you crying for them? for those boycotts. No, they absolutely, what he's saying about boycotting them, boycotting going there, boycotting their food, absolutely. Everybody should, because this is what they're choosing to do. Okay. Nobody's saying boycott somebody because of who they are, right? No one is saying boycott somebody because he uses Russia as an example, which is a poor example. No one's telling you to boycott Russia because of who they are, right? No one's saying that. So that's a poor example. These people are choosing to do this. This is a choice. This is a choice. This is a choice to dehumanize people, to genocide people, to dehumanize them so thoroughly that you pretend that they don't exist, and those that do, you want to wipe off the planet. That's the fucking difference. That's the fucking difference. They are choosing to do this. So yes, we should be boycotting every aspect. Like, support the BDS movement for sure. Jeez Louise. Let's watch this. So, Propaganda & Co. put out this clip, which I think we should watch. It's good. Talking about how a war with Iran doesn't have anything to do with Iran getting a nuclear weapon. They've been literally saying that since the 90s. It's a lie. It's totally made up. It's because they want to do the bidding of the Israeli regime, as fucking always. Okay? That's what that's really about. Hey, Linda. Linda, I know. It's so insane. Like, what do you say to that? It's fucking crazy. And yet they turn around and go, it's just the Arabs and their violent culture. It's just the Arabs and their violent culture. It's like, what do you call this? What do you call that? That was insane. That was insane. And there's a reason why they don't show Israeli media in the West. Like, really, you really have to like go to Twitter or like Rumble to even find like Israeli media. Or obviously you have to know what you're looking for and Google it, or like follow Haaretz or like some of those, because so much of the time they have the most deranged genocidal shit that they will say in their own media, and the West doesn't cover it. It's one of the things that I was criticizing and calling out after YouTube permanently demonetized me, that Channel 4, I think it's called, it's my pinned tweet. Channel 4, in fact, let's watch that really quick because that's also fucking deranged. Literally, Channel 14, okay. Says genocidal shit on a regular basis, and they're monetized on YouTube, you guys. So I made this post calling out YouTube for the fact that they permanently demonetized me over talking about Palestine and saying free Palestine. But this insane, deranged, hateful channel, Channel 14, which is an Israeli media outlet, is monetized on YouTube. And most people in the West would not know to look for this channel unless they knew what they were looking for. Unless you actually searched it, you wouldn't see it. The West keeps out a lot of Israeli media, and they don't want people in the West seeing Israeli media, because if you actually sit there and watch what the Israelis are saying on their own media, it's deranged. Watch on YouTube and the insane double standard that they employ in their so-called rules and monetization policies. This is what I'm talking about. This is Channel 14, which is an Israeli channel that is monetized on YouTube. And just to warn you, this clip, you're not going to believe it's real.
המסר שלי הוא לביבי של 100 יום, יש לנו עד היום, לסגור את עזה, מיקי בן דיר ברח לעזה, ולא לוותר גם על החטופים שלנו, אלא אם כן, גם לא לתת לאזרחים שם לצאת, ולהכות בהם, כשימותו גם החטופים שלנו. אם הם לא יוצאים את החטופים, שימותו גם החטופים וגם האזרחים שלהם. להשמיד את כולם. את כולם, זהו. באף מקום לא מדברים על זה, אני אומר את זה.
That was insane. That was insane. I can't believe that's even real.
that they'll say shit like that like it ain't no thing. He said just give up on the hostages. Who cares? Who cares? Just leave them. Annihilate them all, he's saying about the Palestinians. Weird, I'm not seeing YouTube go after this channel for violent criminal organizations or promoting terrorism. What the fuck would you call what I just showed you? There are so many examples like this of channels doing shit like this, and some to a lesser extent that are violent, that they have monetized on here. But remember, they demonetized my entire channel because I made a video talking about how the US admitted that Hamas had not been defeated in Gaza and called for the liberation of Palestinian people. That's what they permanently demonetized my channel over, not to mention all the people I've already told you about that they also did this to for speaking out about the genocide in Gaza. This apartheid, okay, this apartheid, this double standard is such horseshit. It can't stand. It can't stand. I need people to speak out about this. YouTube needs to be held accountable for this, okay? If you are going to allow or err on the side of more speech, then you need to remonetize all the channels that you unfairly demonetize. But if you're gonna be incredibly censorious and take content down constantly for violent criminal organizations, there is no argument, none, no argument whatsoever that a channel like this should stay up, or all the other mafia channels that you guys have monetized on here glorifying violence. What the fuck is that? No, the call to action is this. Tag YouTube in the comments and tell them that they need to hold the same standard. They need to either remonetize all the accounts that they demonetized over Palestine, or they need to go on a demonetizing spree of all these types of channels, okay? Also tag your lawmakers, because we need a hearing on this. YouTube has refused to engage with anybody talking about this and calling them out, and they... Yes, I do. We do need a hearing. Yes. Need to be held accountable. So it is time to take this to Capitol Hill. Tag whoever your congressperson is, particularly if they sit on the oversight committee. Yeah, so I'm still calling for that. I'm still calling for you guys to tag your lawmakers, contact your lawmakers, especially if they're on the oversight committee, and tell them that we need a hearing, because we do need a hearing. This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. Tell me how Ethan Decline is monetized on YouTube, how Destiny's monetized on YouTube, how mafia channels glorifying violence and criminal organizations are monetized on YouTube, how this deranged Channel 14 literally calling for the annihilation of the Palestinians is still monetized, but then they demonetize channels like mine. This is a joke. It's a joke. It's so unfair. It can't stand. True. Yeah, and then so they'll literally demonetize somebody permanently for talking about Palestine and saying free Palestine and criticizing like the genocide and calling for a free Palestine. But then they will leave all the cryonists like Ethan Decline monetized. Oh, there we go, Emily. I'll just call it that. Cryonists instead of Z's. Because they're always crying. They're always whining and crying and whining and crying and whining and crying. And yes, it is so 1984. It really is. It is so fucking backwards. Yes. Yes, cryonists. Yes. But the actual thing is that's such bullshit about it is it really is it is really fucking upside down world, and it is such 1984 because like tell me how this makes sense at all. It literally makes no fucking sense. It really is 1984. It's such upside down world. Because I get penalized for calling for a free Palestine and they get monetized for calling for genocide. That's this 1984 psychotic shit that we're living with. You'll get demonetized if you call for a free Palestine. You'll be monetized and rewarded if you call for the annihilation of the Palestinians and genocide. This is the upside down world that we live in right now.
Uh, did you guys see the video that I made today talking about Bernie Sanders? My absolute... Oh, thank you. That's really nice. I appreciate that stuff. Did you guys see the video that I made about bye, thank you for joining. By the way, you guys, this is the other reason why I like when you have personal profile pictures, especially like on Twitch, because it makes me feel like more personalized, you know, to you. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like when you guys will have profile pictures on like Twitch, even if it's like just something funny and stupid. It feels more personal or personalized, you know, rather than just like a empty egg. The reason why I'm asking if you guys saw the video I made about Bernie Sanders today is because he basically is just doing what I criticized him for. The anime profile pic haters gonna hate. No, totally. But the reason why I was asking if anybody had seen my video that I made about Bernie Sanders today, is because the reason why I was asking if anybody had seen the video I made about Bernie Sanders today is because of the fact that he basically is doing literally what I just criticized him for. I made a video basically criticizing him today, saying that he has aided and abetted in the genocide, and he has given cover to the genocide, and to the he's aided and abetted in the genocide and given aid and cover to the Cryonists who defend it, and so is AOC. And he proving my point, doing it again just today. Just doing it today. Because this is him right now, literally today.
Against terrorism. Israel has a right to defend itself against terrorism. Israel has a right to defend itself against...
Yeah, as Squirrel correctly points out, he is doing this 18 months into a genocide that he refuses to recognize as a genocide. We are now 18 months into the genocide of the Palestinians, and he is still doing Hasbara talking points on their behalf while refusing to call it a genocide. I know. It's disgusting, honestly. It's so disgusting. Thank you, Fanir. I appreciate that. Especially when you guys watch it on TikTok. Or wherever you watch it is fine. TikTok, Instagram, whatever. But like, I don't know. I hate TikTok less than I hate Instagram. Somebody gifted somebody a sub. Thank you. Gifted somebody a sub on Twitch. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard because for somebody like me, because yeah, obvious books. Oh wait, no, that's not the person. You have to react to the rules and it'll let you in. Oh, can you not get in the Discord? Somebody gifted somebody a sub on Twitch. Anyway, thank you. That's totally fine, C. Zerkly, if that's how you get them. I was just saying that because people who ask how they can support me, I always will like say like what's going on as far as like, obviously as I've already talked about ad nauseum today here, YouTube permanently demonetized me. So what's fucked up about that, the way YouTube does it, is that YouTube still makes money off of my videos. I just don't. But they still make money off my content. Yeah, anyway, but that's fine, is I still want people to sub to my YouTube. I still want people to watch my videos and stuff because I do intend to get it back. This injustice can't stand. Okay? This injustice can't stand. I do intend on getting my YouTube monetization back. Can you explain how, in your opinion, people are glazing Bernie but are also pro-Palestine thinking this? Wait, I'm confused, Fenner. Are you saying you're confused about why they're glazing him, or you're confused as to why I'm accusing him of that or accusing people of that? Anyway, my partner is one of those people. No, the reason why this is the bullshit talking point, H-dub, is because of the fact that they're not defending shit. It's a Hasbara talking point and a propaganda tool used to manufacture consent for genocide. They're not defending shit. No, I wish. One of these days, though, I am going to go to Palestine eventually. Just not right now, because I know that the IOF would try to wipe me out. Anyway, we got to switch to Rumble now. So if you want the answer, I'm going to keep talking about this, but we're going to go over to Rumble now. Okay. Last hour of the stream. I am going to start eventually streaming on all platforms, including Rumble, the entire time. I honestly, the reason why I haven't been able to yet is just because I haven't been able to afford the upgrade. You have to upgrade to a more expensive tier of StreamYard, which is the streaming software that I use, in order to stream on all the platforms at the same time. My thing is 3, so that's why I can't stream on all of them at the same time. Eventually, though, when I'm able to upgrade, I will. But for now, we are switching to Rumble, because for now, if you do want to donate to me through Rumble, you can, using Rumble Rants, which I really appreciate if you do. And you can also, we can talk more freely. It is not censored at all the way that any of the other platforms are. So we're going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to go to Rumble, set up the stream. We're going to stream the last hour on Rumble, and we're going to make fun of this more. No, Rod Dowmer, I'm not. I tried. In fact, I would have become a streamer sooner if I would have been able to figure out OBS. I didn't go on Twitch for years because OBS overwhelmed me. All right, Fenner, but if you ever decide to join Rumble, you can watch the rest of the stream even later, because I will try to answer the question. Although you didn't clarify whether or not you were wanting me to explain why I'm criticizing either, is it the Bernie Sanders supporters and the fact that they're still glazing him, or the glazing. Oh yeah, let me post a Rumble link. Sorry. Hold on. Rumble. I actually look forward to a time where Rumble actually starts getting better, because it's very clunky right now. It's very clunky. But How does it get better? It gets better with time, and it gets better as more people use it. Really, that's all we can do. It's the same thing I say when people say, it's the same thing I say when people say, that, oh, Rumble is really right wing. And I say, yes, most of the content on Rumble is right wing. And that's not going to change until we actually start, more people on the left actually start using it. So we have to. That, and with time, I think that the platform will get better. But right now, it's very much like how, YouTube was in like 2006. All right, guys, I'm putting the link in chat to Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you over at Rumble. If you're not joining us on Rumble, thank you very much to everybody who did. Again, once again, shout out to every single person who gave me a like, a share on the stream. Shout out to the 2 people who donated to me on Venmo and Cash App. Shout out again to my lovely and amazing Ko-Fi and Patreon supporters. You guys are the reason why I can consistently do this. Thank you, everybody. Please go sub to my Rumble and join and see us there. And I will see if you guys don't join on Rumble, I'll see you guys again on Thursday. I love you. Free Palestine, free Mahmoud Khalil.